This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses. The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I had the clown community criticize me. I'm not joking.
You don't want to piss off the clown community.
They're going to squash me like a bug.
This is one of the classic situations in Shark Tank where you come in thinking that it's worth $1 million. Don't ask $1 million for something that hasn't made any money yet. What are you guys, nuts? Sure, we have a buddy.
Shut up! Whoa.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
all you gotta do is draw some horns on him and he's set.
They're ready to invest using their own money.
Woo!
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
I'll give you the $125,000.
You know what? I'll give you the $125,000. No royalty if you do the deal right now.
Boom goes the dynamite.
3,
wow.
2, 1.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Lauren Padower. I live in Cordova, Alaska, and I'm the founder of Alaska Glacial Mud Company. Besides running my company, I work as a commercial salmon fisherman. Being a salmon fisherman, you have to love being out on the water, and you have to love taking risks. It's not so different than being an entrepreneur and being able to stick your neck out there to do something you love. Hi, this is Lauren. Starting a business in Alaska is challenging because we're so far from everywhere else. Getting to meetings or just paying for plane tickets poses some real challenges. Alaska Glacial Mud Company is treading water. I need an investment from the sharks to take my company to the next level. I want everyone everywhere to experience a little bit of the purity and beauty of Alaska. Sharks. My name is Lauren Padower. I live in Cordova, Alaska, where I'm both the founder and owner of Alaska Glacial Mud Company. I'm here today seeking $100,000 in exchange for 20% of Alaska Glacial Mud Company. As a commercial fisherman, I know Alaska is already famous for wild salmon. But someday, I'd like to see us famous for a luxurious and nutrient-rich Alaska Glacial Mud. The idea for Alaska Glacial Mud Company started on a wilderness rafting trip down the majestic Copper River. As soon as I stepped in, my feet sank into buttery mud. It was such a divine sensation, I proceeded to cover my face and body in the silky mud at the most wild spa in the world. After washing it off, my skin was soft and glowing. I want to see this amazing mud become an industry standard in the spa market. So, sharks, who wants to get their fins dirty and play in the mud with me?
Are you the only one that ever discovered that this was the best mud in the world?
There is no other Alaska Glacial Mud products on the market.
Lauren, can we see it?
Absolutely. For you.
Thank you.
There's a mixture here of some of the different products we carry. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Mr. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Barbara.
Nice of you.
Mark.
Have you processed this mud in any way?
It goes through a refining process to ensure quality control.
I'm worried that a big bear would have taken a large dump near where you were.
Oh, God.
It's the cleanest mud in the world. It comes from one of the most pristine wild rivers in the world. I would actually really like to have Mr. Wonderful come up here and give you a glacial facial.
Okay, then. I just hope I'm not being covered in bear poo.
Oh,
no,
God.
This is very pure.
How long would you need to leave it?
In order to dry, it would take about 10 to 15 minutes.
Does it draw the impurities up out of your skin?
Absolutely. It contains microfine clay particles that absorb toxins and exfoliate dead skin.
Somehow this looks like the true you.
All you gotta do is draw some horns on him and he's set. What other body parts can be used with this stuff?
Top of his
The color of money.
The
It's
color of
very
money.
cooling. I feel the toxins leaving my body.
The Copper River, where this comes from, is an incredibly pure and wild place, as you all may know if you're fans of Copper River salmon.
How much are you selling today, and how are you selling it?
Our sales to date are $36,000 a year.
Oh, $36,000 a year.
Do you have a small shop, Lauren, that you sell it in?
No, I do not have a retail shop. We wholesale it to spas.
In
we
Alaska.
wholesale it all over the world.
Your real target that you most want are the spas?
Yes, I'm interested in the spas, but there's a lot of products on the market that people buy for themselves at home. I mean, especially in more depressed economies, people who can't afford to go to a spa.
What does that jar sell for retail?
It sells for $34,
And what does it cost to make one jar?
about $3.
That's good margin.
It's hard to crack into the spa market is the problem
It's
because
so hard.
there's so few products that
So
spas
hard.
carry. They'll usually carry one product and then endorse the line. So I understand why you're having a problem getting in. It's a really great concept, but there's hundreds of people that want to get in, but so few that ever can. And for that reason, I'm out.
It does take a lot to break in this industry.
Yes.
And
How much money have you put into it, Lauren?
I've put $50,000 into the business.
Where did you get that money?
That's from money that I have saved over the years. Fishing is where I do make my income. The fishing is only 3 months out of the year.
Scary, isn't it, when you put up everything you have? How much money do you make on the fishing side?
I gross a little over $100,000 a year.
Wow.
You bring in $100,000 a year?
Yes.
That's incredible.
I want to buy into your
amazing.
fish business.
Do you fish alone?
I fish alone.
Really?
You're a beast. Congratulations.
I am a risk taker. It's largely a man's world. There's 7 women who professionally commercial fish in the town that I'm in. But this is something that I really felt I could do, and it was naive to think that I could go into this and build the business slowly and organically.
Lauren, one of the biggest challenges is making the decision when to grow something organically, just grind it out, or to spend a lot of money and go big and then create pull-through demand. You've got to connect to something that's already in place so people can connect it to you. You might want to look at changing it to Copper River glacial mud or something to leverage it.
I think it's a good idea.
But because there's a big leap from where you are to where I think you need to be investable, for those reasons I have to say that I'm out, Lauren.
Alaska's hot right now. Alaska tourists spend over $300 million a year in products just in our price range.
So, Lauren, your mud may actually be better, but the consumer walking into the spa
That's
doesn't
why
know
I'm
that.
here.
But
I need your help. I mean, I have been working really hard to make this happen.
No, I hear
mean,
you, but you could spend millions to educate a market. You can't go global when you're doing $36,000 a year. I'm out.
Okay, thank you, Robert.
You've got a lot of good things going for you.
Thank you, Barbara.
And you have a great story. I could see you hanging out with the bears,
I am a
on
very
the sleds
sweet
with
person.
the dogs, and by a beautiful
I want
river.
to make this happen.
I invested in a company called Nardos, exactly the same space you were in about a year and a half ago, and I've learned a lot of things about the cosmetic industry. Here's the thing. It's very hard to be retail and spa. You have to figure out what your market is, or you're going to waste a lot of money. I wish you the best of luck, but I'm out.
Okay, thank you,
Well,
Barbara.
Lauren, you've got
I have
Kevin.
Mr. Mudface left.
Kevin has never looked better.
My other problem with it, none of the other sharks picked up on, but anybody can go pick up mud out of the Copper River.
Right. They're going to go up there and say, get out of the way, Lauren. That's my mud pile.
They're going to squash me like a bug.
No, they've already done that. Tell me if this is not the truth. You're taking a successful business, your fishing business, and subsidizing, so far, an unsuccessful one. I have a saying, any business that after 3 years is not profitable is not a business, it's a hobby. Look, I can't go down the river with you on this one because I've got mud on my face. Okay, look.
I have companies
Look, Lauren,
from China
I've
and
looked for
Japan.
every possible reason to invest. I'm out.
Thank you. Well, thank you all for your time.
Thanks,
I really
Lauren.
appreciate it. Thank you. Ciao.
good luck.
I'm amazed that she goes out alone and fishes. That is amazing.
I think I didn't get a deal today because my sales just weren't strong enough. But I'm going to charge on and build the brand regardless.
Next into the tank are entrepreneurs with a clever way to hide an unsightly everyday necessity.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Mike Barsman.
And I'm Brian O'Connell.
And we're co-founders of Invisiplug.
We're looking for $125,000 for 10% of our company.
So, how many of you guys own one of these? Just one of the basic, ugly power strips that's a complete eyesore, right? We've done something a little different. Introducing Invisiplug.
Invisiplug is the first line of surge protectors designed to seamlessly blend in to hardwood floors.
Now, it's available in 3 colors: light natural, medium cherry, and dark oak, so it covers a wide variety of hardwood flooring.
We just launched the product, and the response has been overwhelming. So let me ask you guys a question. Who wants to get into the power business?
Brian, show them what everyone's been talking about.
Let me show you guys.
So, Sharks, we need your investments, we need your expertise, and we need your relationships to help us as we take this product to market.
So, there are some very big players making extension cords that already have distribution.
Sure.
What is to stop them from simply dying theirs and crushing you like the extension cord cockroaches you are?
We have a design patent that we actually received on the process. So we're proprietary with the wood grain printing.
So it's the look of the product that's protected.
Exactly.
Somebody could make one that looks like it using a different process, and the whole patent thing doesn't matter.
So this isn't protectable. So then it goes back to my original question. The guys that own this space that make hundreds of millions of these things around the world, what's to stop them from absolutely decimating this business if it ever takes off in the first place?
Because it's niche. There's no reason for them to.
You mean it's never going to be a big business?
Exactly.
It's not going to be exciting to invest in. I'll never make any
what do you
money.
sell
Is
these
that what you're
for?
saying?
Our retail price is $14.99.
I didn't know if you were going to try to go high end, so that if you worked with designers and this was $249 because it was the only way to get the perfect look on your floor, then I can see it. Right? If it's a $14.99 product, it's going to be perceived as being inexpensive. It's not really going to be perceived as a solution. In my mind, I don't think it's a real business. I'm out.
I like the idea that it's a $14.99 product and anybody could afford it, but may I ask you, what do you pay for a standard white one?
$6 to $12.
Brian, how long have you been selling it?
6.5 weeks. The total amount of units sold is just under 1,500 units as of right now.
What's the total sales for that?
The total gross sales is over 10,000, and the total net is just about 6,000. We're doing a special design 2-pack, an exclusive product for Costco right now. They give us a purchase order for around 3,000 units. If they do $500 of gross sales per week, they will order a starting order of 120,000 2-packs with a margin that's about 78%.
So I'm a computer guy. I buy a lot of these. I'm not sure I see the market for it. I think most people that buy these things put them behind a desk. If they don't like the look of them, they try to hide them somewhere. Because even with yours, even though it's better looking, I still see the cord, I still see the thing on the floor. It blends in better, but it's still not aesthetically pleasing to me. For that reason, I'm out.
So we have to pay you $1.25 million valuation. I think you're going to sell some, maybe, and if you do, good for you, but it's not an investable business. And the price you've asked in terms of the value is beyond insane. This is one of the classic situations in Shark Tank where you come in thinking, because you've lived too close to it, that it's worth $1 million. $1 million. Don't ask $1 million for something that hasn't made any money yet. What are you guys, nuts?
Sure, out of all respect, we have a budding business that we believe, and we respect your criticism and your success, and I appreciate your thoughts.
On this planet, it's not worth $1 million. On any other planet, it's not worth $1 million, okay? I'm out.
I'm the perfect customer for this product because my husband Bill probably buys 6 of these a week, and I hate every one of them. If he goes on a business trip, I throw them out. He comes home, he buys new ones. They're ugly.
That's hilarious.
All right. I would like to buy at least 3 dozen from you.
That's fantastic.
But the number you put on this business is nuts for a crapshoot. Basically, it's a crapshoot. I think you're going to sell a lot, but why would I give you $125,000 for any percentage to find out? So I wish you luck, but I treasure my money more than that. I'm out.
Lori, are there any questions?
How much money have you put into this?
We have around $70,000 into the company to date. The real reason we want the money is because of the OMAG article that's coming out.
Oh, is in Oprah magazine?
Yes, Oprah magazine.
Wow.
Oprah magazine is featuring this
as a new in their new product section.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will sell out.
I hope so.
God willing. And that's what we are kind of basing a lot of our belief on, with our product. And the response has been nothing but positive from all of these big box people,
Impressive activity.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to make you an offer. I'll give you the $125,000 for 10%. But I want $1 per unit sold until I make back my 125,000, and then I want 50 cents forever thereafter.
Now, did you say in perpetuity? On the end,
it is a real on the 50,000.
I want protection.
That's a Kevin deal.
That's right, that is a Kevin deal.
No, if it's insulting, it's a Kevin deal.
No, never. Kevin never insults.
You want protection.
You need
Because
surge protection.
I need surge protection. I need investment protection.
Absolutely.
Because you have a lot of fish on the hook.
Thank you.
But I'm not sure. You don't have proven sales.
Sure.
So it's as big a gamble for me as it is for you. So that's why I'm structuring the deal this way.
Well, absolutely, and you can understand that for a company in our infancy, it's so hard to put a real valuation on our company. If we pull the trigger on that Costco order, that's over $1 million in net profit, and that's just one order. Tell me if this is too much of a counter along the lines of 25 cents per unit until you recoup your investment, and then a possible 5 or a 10 cent, possibly, and I'd have to call our advisor, royalty.
So here's going to be my final offer. 125,000. I do want the dollar per unit until I make back my 125. But then I'll go to 25 cents in perpetuity off of each unit sold. 10% equity. I understand it's a steep deal, but it's what it will take to get me in.
Are you at all willing to negotiate on the perpetuity?
I'm not.
Not at all.
I'm not. You're nice guys, but it's what I feel I need to make the deal.
Okay, guys, you got her to go down from 50 cents in perpetuity down to a quarter. I don't think it's an unreasonable offer, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Where you are today.
And you know what? The more you're talking, the more impressed I've been getting up here.
Oh, thank
Are you going to make an offer? Coming back in?
Four sharks are out. Mike and Brian have an offer from Lori, but Robert may come back in.
You know what? The more you're talking, the more impressed I've been getting up here.
Oh, thank
Are you going to make an offer? Coming back in?
Yeah, I'll make you an offer.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, sir.
I don't think that the business can afford the royalty right now. And I think you're willing to give up a little more equity. I'll give you the $125,000 for 25%, straight in, no royalty, and we're in this together.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Wow. Hey, and I gotta tell you,
Robert, thank you for that
You
offer.
convinced me.
Are you at all negotiable on what you gave us? Would you consider coming down to 20%?
I'll do the 20% if you do the deal right now.
Interesting.
125,000, 20%. Let's do it.
Can we still go back and make a phone call?
Oh, man.
What did I just say?
He just said he's right now. Right now.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we'd like to step back and we understand that you're out.
I'm out.
Whoa.
I think you're down to one offer.
So to recap, then you're offering 125,000 for 10% plus
Dollar per unit,
dollar per unit
until
till-
I recover.
and then 25 cents.
And then 25 cents
In
per
perpetuity.
unit in perpetuity.
Is there any room on the royalty portion, even say 5 cents, just to show a good faith that you really believe in what we're doing? You'll walk away with the 20 cents, you'll get the dollar back, you'll have your equity, and because of who you are and your partnerships, we would love to take that deal, and we think that we could really do well with you in the future.
You guys, I respect everything you've done, but I did say that that was my final offer.
Okay.
And so
Then we'd like to take it.
it is.
We'd like to get a deal, Lori.
We got a deal.
Wow.
We're going to sell a lot of mugs.
I hope so. I hope so.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, thanks, you guys. Thanks so much.
We got Lori.
Well, you got yourself a good deal.
That's a great deal for you. It's not even that bad for them.
Them totally.
It's not even that bad for
Good
them.
business is always good business.
We got what we wanted. You know, we gave up a little tiny bit more, but
Yeah,
did it.
that's really great, Barzy.
Last season, Corey Ward and True Quackenbush impressed the Sharks and closed a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their grilled cheese restaurant franchise, Tom and Chi.
I'd say we take the deal.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Let's see what they're up to now.
Awesome. Great looking sandwich, gentlemen. Since being on Shark Tank, our sales have been insane.
Before Shark Tank, it took us a year to reach $1 million in sales. In the 3 months since the show, we've already gone over $1 million. Before Shark Tank, we only had 40 employees in 3 locations. Since the show's aired, we're up to 80 employees across 6 locations and our corporate offices. That's 100% job creation in just 3 months.
Well, I want to welcome everybody to the family. Today we're closing deals with our first 3 franchisees since Shark Tank. We're going to now have Tom and Cheese in New Jersey, Tennessee, and Kentucky.
Hello, everybody.
I'm so excited to meet your first franchisees.
Working with Barbara has been great. She's understood our business model from the very beginning, and she's made herself available to us, whether it's through emails, video chat. She's there to answer our questions, and we do have a lot of them.
I would like a Barbara Blue, please.
Just like we promised on Shark Tank, the shark that invested in Tom and Chi would get a sandwich on the board. And Barbara did, so she got the Barbara Blue. Smoked ham, brie cheese, blueberry compote, all on a yeast glazed donut. It's amazing. Our Shark Tank experience has been a roller coaster of emotion. To think that we started in a street tent, and now what the future holds for us just blows us away.
Thank you, Shark Tank!
Next up are two dads who've created a product designed to keep students organized.
Hello, Sharks. I am Greg Cronin from Clinton, Mississippi.
And I'm Dr. Stephen Cochise. I'm from Ridgeland, Mississippi. We are seeking $175,000 for a 10% stake in our company. Sharks, that is called disorganitis. There are 3 symptoms: lost homework, being late for class, and falling grades. But I have found the cure, and it is locker bone.
Sharks, this is a simple product that eliminates the mess, reduces the stress. Locker Bones is the best.
And remember, an organized student is a successful student. So Sharks, come one, come all, but join us in improving the organizational skills of our future leaders. With the 9th wonder of the world, Locker Bones.
It'll take just a moment, but I'd like to take this out, put it right back, and you'll see exactly how it all happens.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
All right.
Want you to know, as he's putting that together, there are no tools that are needed with this at all. 30 seconds, it's in and out.
Stephen, what does it cost? Yeah.
A single is $29.95, and a double, which is normally the 12-inch, is $39.95.
This might show you the patented product.
Our kid's going to make that in wood shop?
Not a chance.
Actually,
you know
actually
what?
they
There's a
might,
lot of cuts
but they
in that,
can't.
Mark.
There's a lot of precision to this.
They can't make that, Mark. The reason is because that has been patented.
Oh, so you're going to sue a bunch of 7th graders?
Get involved in that.
We are going to get 7th graders to put that in their locker.
You know,
they're going to have it no
honestly,
problem.
It's just easier to buy it.
Absolutely.
Once you take the 2 sides, set them in, you take one piece and you put it at any location you want on that track system. This becomes the first vertical divider in a locker, because what happens is folders fall over, they get on top of each other, you can't really keep things standing up. You slide it in, you put it in place.
So
you now have
nobody
vertical
else-
ability to hold the shelves.
And here's a question. Nobody else, your competitors,
Right.
do not have a vertical divider.
They do not. Here comes your nook and cranny. You get 2 of these, you can put them anywhere you would like. You can put reading books, you can put your cell phone. Let me tell you just briefly how this began. About 4 years ago, my daughter was going to middle school. It was the night before. She needed a locker organizer the next morning. I went out to the garage, took my table saw out back porch, and I created the first one. I'm a contractor and a developer, so I had the tools. It was, rough around the edges, but very functional. So she woke up the next morning, looked at it, and goes, "Dad, I'm not taking this to school."
Exactly.
She knows me, and we've done this many
Kids
times.
never appreciate anything we do for them, ever.
No, well, the telling sign was 2 girls walked behind his first day at a new school, and they looked and they said, "Cool, where'd you get that wooden one?" We made about 8 or 9 of them for just close people she had met that first little bit. But then the school organizational director, the one who goes and checks the lockers, contacted me and said, this really works.
And
It's
he
functional."
ordered 500 of them on the spot.
We got 60 orders.
We have more parents come to us and say, why didn't we have that when we were in school?
How many parents have you sold them to?
We've sold 500 units.
How long have you been selling?
2 years of this particular version. We are here to request the money to produce this in plastic.
What's your tooling going to cost to do this in plastic?
We paid approximately $28,000 to tool up for the previous one on a prior effort.
prior one. That did not work.
That failed.
You never got distribution.
Wait, let him talk.
This was a prototype. Okay, it's an entrepreneur's thing. We failed.
Why
that's
did it
fine.
fail? Yeah, why?
We went in because it did not have any of this track system.
What we've done is 2 years ago, we came up with this design. We got the design patent in early July of 2011.
Do you have a utility patent or just a design?
This is a
Just a
design
design.
patent.
You've had it for 4 years. Why isn't it ubiquitous in distribution?
We've only had this
You've
for
had
2
this
years.
for 2 years,
2
and you
years
sold
is a long
500
time.
units,
This
right?
is one school year. Last year was when we introduced this design.
We have
you go into the
500 in this
school and
school,
show
which is 60%
I am
penetration.
so confused.
Me
I
too.
want to
God.
stop. Just let me finish.
When you got in front
No,
of the
leave
Staples,
them. We're all
I
so
want to hear when you're in
confused.
front of the Staples buyer, you say, look at this fantastic locker system. And he or she says, what do they say?
Okay, Kevin,
Yes.
we have been in front of a major retailer, okay?
I'm getting excited.
That's one. They love the product in plastic. They love the function. We have a contract that has been negotiated, put in place, okay, for a 10,000 unit order from the largest online retailer that will fulfill them themselves of this product the way it is.
Right.
Okay?
Who is it?
It is Amazon.
Up to
This is for the wood version.
That's for the wood version.
Now,
they're fine with that. It is a contract that's been exchanged but not executed.
What? Why?
We do not have the ability to fulfill that 10,000 because we do not have the capital to put the inventory in place
I got
at
it.
this time.
I'm interested.
They're
I
waiting.
got it.
So go to the
now, next to retail. Staples sells 30% of school supplies.
We have not approached them.
What? You never called them?
No.
No! No! Are you kidding?
Hold on. Let me.
Wait a second.
I let this product stay in one pilot school on purpose.
So you didn't want to sell it?
So wait.
You have it on Amazon. You stopped
No, we
selling.
don't have
What
it there
happened?
right now.
I have to execute you now.
I let this product stay in one pilot school on purpose.
So you didn't want to sell it?
So wait. You have it on Amazon. You stopped
No, we don't
selling.
have
What
it there
happened?
right
Wait.
now.
I have to execute you now.
A design patent is not extremely strong. Until you can go quick and fast in this
They
market.
can buy one at Amazon and knock it
You
off.
need to make it out of plastic.
No,
and
he
you
doesn't.
need to bring the price down. Yes, he does.
Yes,
Wood
we
is
do.
too
And that's
expensive.
He's gotta
what,
change
that's
the
what
color as
Staples
well.
and Office Depot want.
That's
They
what they-
absolutely
How do you know
love
that?
this
Depot
design.
How do you know
That's
that?
They,
You never called them.
and there's another large retailer. All they want is it in plastic and color.
I really want to nail this down because
Sure.
this matters
Sure,
a lot.
absolutely.
Amazon's going to buy from you, and they are saying, I am going to buy upfront. Here's a pledge. How much?
10,000 unit, up to 1 million units.
We ship to them, they warehouse it, they sell it, they have terms, they pay us later. This is not a PO from a traditional retailer.
But Greg, if they don't sell it, you have to bring it back.
You do.
I got
It's a
it.
consignment offer.
It's a consignment offer, yeah, very much.
All right. I love the proof of concept, but let's be honest. You're at the very beginning.
We are ready to go to the world now.
No, I got it.
Right.
I'm ready to go too.
Absolutely. We want you to come with us.
I like to go on a trip.
Which world are you all going to?
Why is the company worth $1.75 million?
There are 98,000 schools in the United States.
110,000.
Okay? There are approximately 50 million school lockers.
If you take only 0.05% of the market.
Your evaluation is based on size of market.
Size of
Got it.
market, 0.05%.
Not sure I like
of
that
one.
answer, but let me ask you a second question, my final question. Where does my $175,000 get you to?
Yeah.
Does it get the product into Staples?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you yes, and this is how. One, tooling gets done.
Okay.
Two, initial inventory is what we'll be using the money for.
To fill purchase orders or just to build
Well, he doesn't have the
inventory?
orders.
We're going to go execute the order we have on the table with the confidence we can fulfill it.
I'm going to simplify here, guys. Where you've killed it is selling it in schools. Where it catches fire, is viral, the kids loved it. But no discussion whatsoever of selling it in the same manner to the 110,000 schools. All you have to do is go to the middle school down the street and wait for the orders. And then just go to one more school, kill it again. Go to one more school, not this big consignment order to Amazon where you could take all your inventory, it could all be sent back if it doesn't sell through.
Respectfully,
You know what, Mark, there's
respectfully,
nothing
we were
wrong
not
with what they
finished with
did.
the response to him, and I didn't get quick enough until we got an answer.
I don't think you're on the wrong track, Greg.
You're following the dream, not the green. So for that reason, I'm out.
You know what? He is so
Robert
wrong.
and I don't agree with that
Well,
at
wait
all.
a second. Hear me on this. New York, Florida, Texas, California. That's where all the schools are, okay? What you want to do is sell 10% of the lockers in those 4 states, and you'll be filthy rich. Great product. But you didn't talk about a distribution strategy for just getting to the schools. I'm out.
What I think you're doing here is nuts. I think you could get every kid in every school to be pedaling for you, and they're easy to recruit because they're not looking for a lot of money. You're missing the best opportunity. I'm out.
3 sharks out, 2 still in.
Let me tell you where I'm at, because I think I've heard enough to make a decision. The idea of selling on Amazon and consignment, it's nuts. Staples has 30% of the market. To me, the path is very simple. Get it to Staples. I like the product. It's probably the best product I've seen for this application.
You will have to buy
Hang on.
one, Robert.
I don't want to do this deal on my own.
Okay?
Okay?
All right.
I think Lori's interested in it.
Okay?
I'll give you $87,500, half the money you're looking for 25%. Lori, if she'd like to do it, it's up to her. $87,500 for the other 25%. And let me be clear before the other people start making fun of it, because I'm the only guy who made an offer, and Lori maybe. We are at the beginning.
Right.
It's not like you guys came here with $10,000 of real orders. It's not like you came here with $1 million company, and I'm trying to take advantage of you for 50%. It's a startup. There's 4 of us. We own 25%. That's my offer. I don't know where Lori is.
I like it. I'm in with you.
Greg, there it is. That's our offer. What do you say?
So, what are your thoughts on the?
I think that we can work with 2 Sharks. We got more. We've got double the contacts.
So you're going to be eaten alive by these guys?
I don't think we're going to be eaten alive. I think eventually we'll all eat together.
You got an offer. What are you going to do?
I agree. We will accept the deal.
Lori,
Thank
Robert,
you.
let's do the deal.
All right. Yeah, nice job. Good dad. Good dad.
Good dad. We're going to straighhthen out lockers in America.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I think it's a huge problem, and that's a great solution.
It's a great product.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, guys. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Well, it was a little bit more than we wanted to give, but we got to deal with 2 Sharks.
Yeah.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur with a way to ease the difficulty of dining out with kids.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Ben Alexander. I'm from sunny Tampa, Florida, and I'm asking you for $250,000 for 30% of my wild company.
Woo!
Have you ever gone to a restaurant and you order your food and there's nothing the restaurant can do to make the food come out faster? You might be impatient, but you know how it is when you have kids. Oh my gosh, they're swinging from the chandeliers. They're running under the table, over the table. It's crazy. Well, that's why restaurants turn to me and my very unique, very different, very unexpected company that uses creativity to put balloons in restaurants. I have balloon distractions.
Happy day! Stop the madness!
We are the nation's premier talent agency for balloon artists that we send into national brand restaurants. We are the first company to ever take this and put this all over the United States. We made something special for each of you.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Mr. Hershovic, I know you love motorcycles.
I do.
So I made you a very cool motorcycle.
Oh, how
Very
cute.
cool.
Lori, I know that you are the absolute most awesome QVC shark.
You look so much better now.
And Mr. Wonderful, I actually made you a Chiquita banana fruit hat. Doesn't he look beautiful, Sharks? Now, Barbara, you are the queen of building sales organizations.
I've always wanted to be a queen.
You are. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Cuban, I'm a big fan of the Mavericks, and I made you a Dallas Mavs
I like it.
basketball player. I would love for you to join me. I would... I'm an emotional guy.
Don't start crying yet.
Yeah,
Wait till we say something.
I would love to have you guys come in and help me blow this up. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I need to ask the most important question.
Yes.
Are you like this all the time?
I just wanted to come out here and share the joy that I have in my heart about
I'm very worried you're going to spontaneously combust.
No kidding.
Let's talk numbers. I'm taking out my penknife.
Okay, fair enough. We do over $500,000 a year in sales.
Okay.
I've done $4 million since inception.
Wow. What were your sales last year, Ben?
The sales were actually a little higher. They were actually $650,000.
So why are
Wow,
sales
big drop.
going down?
I recruited a lot of magicians when the economy was really slow and they were hurting. And then the economy got faster and they started getting more bookings. I couldn't find people to run regions. And then what happened, I had the clown community criticize me online.
The clown community?
I'm not joking.
Those nasty clowns.
Like what were they saying?
Oh, just like your business model, it's terrible. I'm the Sam Walton of balloons.
You don't want to piss off the clown community.
What business are you in? You haven't really told us.
Okay, restaurants pay us a fee to have the balloon artists come in and do balloons after, distract the guests on a regular basis.
You're a booking agency.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you book talent,
Balloon
and
artists.
they go out to restaurants.
Yes. Let me explain so you understand. I really want to build something so that I can find regional partners. I've been putting out ads and spending money, and I have regional partners who get started and go to this and don't pull the trigger. I say to the regional partner, I'm going to give you a percentage of the revenue from the restaurants. You have to train people. They already know the balloons because you have to know the basics. As a matter of fact, I go out and do balloons in restaurants myself.
No, Ben, you got to focus. You got to focus. Tell us the structure.
The regional partner sells restaurants, trains people, and watches the schedule weekly. So they're really like a regional manager.
And how much do you charge the restaurant?
I charge $40 to $60 a night.
What does the balloon artist charge the kids per balloon?
Can I have her answer this question? Because she's a real balloon artist.
Okay.
This is Hosanna.
What we do is we have a tip button that says we twist for tips, and what we do as a subtle hint is we stick a $5 bill in there.
So what are you going to use the money for?
Okay.
It doesn't really sound like you
I
need
want
the
to franchise. I do, because I want to franchise this idea.
No, man, you're going to drive me crazy.
You don't need a franchise. You need to build an infrastructure. You need people to manage.
I need a strategic partner who can give me a little guidance. If you think that franchising is a bad idea and you're an investor, I'm teachable, guys. If this is
you're asking me to give you $250,000 and you don't have a plan for world domination of balloon
If
twisting.
I don't franchise, I want to bring on a full-time recruiter who understands this. That's what I need. Operations and recruiting. I can sell 20 restaurants a day. Every region I visited this summer,
Ben, you got it. You know what? You're a great salesman. But you didn't show me how I can give you $250,000 and get a great return. I'm out.
Okay. Ms. Corcoran, you've built sales organizations.
You want to know what this is? This is exactly like building a real estate business with multiple offices. No different.
Yeah.
So I really understand your business.
I know you do.
Your whole organization is reliant on the right salesperson in each region. That's the key to this business. It's not your ability to sell. It's your ability to recruit salespeople. You've not succeeded in doing that. And that's an Achilles heel in your business that's going to murder you. You are a phenomenal salesman, but you're not a sales manager. I would be so scared putting my money in your business. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I'm going to tell you what I think. It is an adorable idea, but I have sales reps that work under me, and one of the most important things is that they're very focused and organized. And here I have so much trouble understanding the business plan and model that I think it would be very difficult for me to invest and give you my money.
I understand.
So for that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Mr. Cuban.
Your business is structured wrong. But that's the bad news. The good news is, if you get it together and you get your sales up over $1 million, this is an easily sellable business.
Yes.
Particularly someone who's already got offices in place.
We have
and you can
fixed
sell it for
costs.
millions.
If we can get this to one.
Shut up!
Whoa.
My suggestion is, instead of using regional managers and regional partners on a commission basis, you go find the best recent college graduate management talent that you can find.
Put them on a salary.
You put them on a salary.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have to be a lot. Give them some commission, give them draw, whatever it may be. But develop management talent. You're not ready for me yet. I'd go crazy. And for those two reasons, I'm out.
I like your business, but you're missing the partner that does the operations. Had they been here sitting beside you, that ghost, that clown, whatever it was, I would have probably done your deal. I like it because it's so unique. I know how to sell this business in a couple of years.
The riches are in the niches, Sharks, and you know what? We already have.
But the point is, you can't get $250,000 from anybody in here. Not the way you're structured right now. Instead of leaving with a heavy heart and a crying clown, you should say, I'm going to